Alright guys, I've got some big news for you hot off the press. Yesterday, a Polish media company published an article after sitting down with, I'm not even going to try to pronounce their names actually, this guy, who is the lead designer of World War III, and this guy, who is the lead programmer. He's also known as Rager. Now, while much of the information about Recon is still under NDA, the devs over there at Farm 51 apparently wanted to give us a little tease about what's to come. So, they decided to release a bit of information into the public. This article, unfortunately, is written in Polish. Fortunately for me, I have a Polish friend, so he sent me this and helped me out a bit with the translation. I plugged it into Google Translate as well, and that was kind of hit or miss, but he was able to help me pull some key information for the upcoming game mode Recon. It's not much information, but at least it's a general idea of what to expect. You can read the article linked below to get a full transcript, but I'm just going to go over the main points given in this article. Full disclosure, I'm a tester for Recon Mode, but I haven't been able to attend for a couple months now with my busy schedule, so at this point, I likely don't know any more information than what this article provides. The first thing is the devs want to stress that this is not your typical Battle Royale experience. This is going to be a much different one than how you've played PUBG or Fortnite. According to the devs, the only thing that this game mode and those have in common are the shrinking play area and shooting other players. This game is going to be somewhat of a single life mode. However, there's a little bit more to it than just that. They will have a revive system, so if your squad mate goes down, you're able to bring him back into the game. However, it appears it's not going to be as simple as just finding the player and lifting him back up. Instead, the devs mention you're going to have to choose to be a bit more aggressive in this revive system. It also appears when you die, you'll have some sort of observation system to continue spectating your team, which is a feature that at the making of this video has not yet been implemented into the game. Next, it's not going to be a drop and loot system. Because customization is one of World War III's best features, this is implemented into this game mode. Just like any other mode, it appears you're able to select your full equipment. You choose your weapon, attachments, and gear. In my opinion, not only is this a nicer system because it allows for various playstyles, it also promotes more balance. Even the best players hop into a Battle Royale game and get terrible loot and die shortly after. I think this is a way that promotes a lot more enjoyable experience for you, and you get to be the player that you want to be and not complain that anybody else's loadout is more OP than yours. You get all your weapons, attachment, and gear as soon as you're in the game. I think this is also going to promote more teamwork, which is kind of the point of this game. Each person establishes their own loadout, and you're going to be much more prepared if you're communicating with your squad prior to joining a game or dropping into a game. This is especially true when it comes to the equipment portion of your loadout. It's probably not wise for everyone to have a med pack in your squad. One major problem, however, that I see with this system is that it's going to be hard for random players to hop into Recon. However, I know in Warzone and TDM you can switch your equipment before spawning, so this may be a mechanic that may be helpful to players in this game mode. In a way, the devs see this game as something like their ranked mode. They see this game mode as somewhat of a progression. You have to learn the game mechanics in Team Deathmatch and Warzone, and then you put your skills to the test in Recon mode. They're sure to stress that if you're hopping into the game for the first time and attempting Recon mode before you're familiar with the game, you may have trouble and it's probably not going to be fun for you. Next up, vehicles. There will be vehicles in this game mode. However, you're not going to get to use them at the start of the game. Instead, you're going to have to be tactical and complete specific tasks in the game to earn your team a pool of battle points. It sounds like you don't get your own battle points here, and instead it all goes into a specific pool, and you and your team decide what to do with those points, likely to promote teamwork. Also, according to this, you're likely going to be able to know when a team is acquiring a lot of points, which likely means there's some sort of objective on the map or marked on your HUD to find these enemies in order to stop them from gaining these points, which ultimately will stop them from using their strikes from their pool. So according to this, it's not going to be a shoot everybody game mode only, there are also going to be alternative objectives. They state that the beginning of this game is going to be slow and only on foot, and as the game progresses there may be more intensity, explosion, vehicles, so on. The game is going to last about 15 to 20 minutes, and instead of a circle, the zone shrinks by segments. There are a total of 16 segments on the map, and the zone shrinks 5 different times using the closure of these segments. If you've played Ring of Elysium before, it sounds a lot like how that system progresses. At the end of the game, you and your squad are either winners or losers. Unfortunately, in this article, there is still no release date, so we still have to wait a while for that. Now that's about all the information on Recon that they've given us, but after that information the article goes on to talk about the messy launch and the current state of the game. They talk about how they are continuing to listen to feedback and the game is constantly evolving. So, the way the game works overall now may not be the same mechanics upon the 1.0 full release. They state, "We have many more mechanics to introduce, which people do not know about. Today's mechanics may seem incomplete due to a lack of counter mechanics or complementary mechanics that will still be added. Generally, we strive to create a game in which you will not feel cheated and you will rather die because of your own fault. In our opinion, this is the only fair way." Now, judging by this, there's a lot more planned and a lot more we have to experience before the full release. So, if the game feels incomplete to you or something seems unbalanced, it actually may be, but only for a short time. As more content is added, the game will start to feel more complete. So keep that in mind as you're playing. Now, as the 0.7 release nears on the PTE, we look forward to a new engine update, which is supposed to help optimization on the server side. This will hopefully allow more than 30 players on a server. I know a lot of people are wishing for Warzone Large to make a return and get those 60 players back on the server, so maybe this will help out a bit and increase the server capacity. There will also hopefully be a new movement system update, which may make things feel less like first-person Super Mario. However, I'm guessing this update will be after the 0.7, so we'll just have to see. And that's about it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed the little snippets of info there. I'm really looking forward to the release of this game mode. I think one of the things that I'm really missing on World War III is a competitive, sweaty game mode that I can really enjoy my kills and wins, and I'm hoping for Search and Destroy to be added in the future, but we'll just see. This may be that sweaty gameplay. If you like the content, feel free to subscribe and support the channel for all things World War III and more. Until then, see you guys on the battlefield.